Hello, hello. This is how are you feeling? You are doing great. The televisions worldwide getting excited by the day. I know that this is from God. TBC is from God to bring life to the people that were in bondage. The arrival of TBC is like the release of the Jews from their captivity in Egypt for over 400, not 430 years. God told them that God was bringing them out of slavery to a land of abundance, a land flowing with milk and honey, a land that they will eat bread without scarceness. TBCians, you must just value your TBC. If you don't value your TBC, you are joking with your future. Anyone throwing away TBC now is like selling your birthright. There was that story of a people, two brothers called Jacob and Esau, for a morsel of porridge, for a plate of food. He relinquished his birthright. Anyone throwing away TBC now, you are throwing away your birthright. Yes, of course, one coin of TBC is $9 million. By all standards, that is plenty money. But wait a minute. Do we know that this $9 million is going to rise up to about $2.6 billion? That's 1 billion kringle gold. Imagine the price gap, the value gap. I don't think it's price gap. The value gap between 9 million and 2.6 billion. I'm advising all my colleagues, the Tibetians, let's value. Like one of my pastors would say, the thing that you do not give value to, you will not draw virtue from. Let's give value to this TBC. It is in our desperation to get money out of it that we are falling into the hands of scammers. I don't know whether you've asked yourself, if TBC is valueless, why is everybody using TBC to collect money? They will come and say it's an exchange, and you have to give a Bitcoin, and then all that, you give you a Bitcoin, you send your kringles, that ends the matter. If they want to attract you, they will pay you once, twice, and that they disappear. 80%, sorry if I might be wrong, but let me say our 70% of Tibetans have fallen into the hands of scammers at one point or the other. Admin has told us we are marching gradually towards a full TBC economy. And when we reach that time, that is when we have landed our promised land, where we'll begin to enjoy milk and honey in abundance, when we begin to eat bread without scarceness. But along the way, there is the Red Sea. Along the way to the promised land, there is River Jordan. Along the way to the promised land, there is no bread to eat, so there is a cry, and temporarily they have to rain manna from heaven. On the way to Canaan, you meet the giant, the son of Anak, on the way. But despite all this, it is the way to Canaan. We must not lose hope on TBC. TBC is the promised land. The full economy, a TBC economy is the promised land. I was talking with one of my seniors today that I registered, and I asked him, if you wait with this coin and the coin reaches a full TBC economy, with one coin, you will live on it, your entire family will live on it, and you'll have to leave it as an inheritance to your grandchildren. What will you do with $2.6 billion? Eat food? Buy cars? Is it houses that you build? Is it projects? A lot of turnkey projects not cost up to $2.6 billion. So we are here in an economy that will have bread without scarceness. The Red Sea might come, but I can assure you, by faith, we are crossing the Red Sea. The Red Sea will part, you'll pass through. Yes, the Egyptian soldiers might be pursuing you. That poverty might still be there. You'll be looking for money to pay your children's school fees. It's not there yet because many schools have not started accepting TBC yet. You may be looking for, looking for money to pay some little medical bills and pay some bills here and there. But you feel, let me just part away with this and then just solve my problems for now. Let's put it another way. Assuming there was no TBC, how could you have handled those issues? I am very, very sure that there would have been another way. Before the advent of TBC, people were living. People were paying their bills. Life was still going on. Now TBC came, and admin have told us, all TBCians, let us be patient. Let us all contribute into growing the TBC community. Admin has been doing it through a lot of campaigns. The cookie rewards are there. The 24-hour rewards are there. The Bitcoin bounties are there. Come, we've been saying that we should talk on the let's talk on TBC, but a lot of us are feeling talking is admin has like you admin has been so generous, so generous Let me share screen. I've said it several times here that we should all wear an info as said by admin. Let me share my screen. Yes, let's look at this article. It's a video actually. Do you realize that you get paid about $90,000 in TBC each time you do a broadcast video? And this is what we are saying. Look at it. $90,000. Man, that is big money, big money, big money. In Nigeria, it's millions of millions of naira. In fact, in Nigeria, it's almost, by the time you multiply it, our naira is about 360 thousand and 360 naira per dollar. Now 32 million. I can bet you more than 60% of Nigerians are not earning this in a year. And you get that just by one broadcast. And we've been saying that all of us should broadcast. And very few people out of the 3.3 million people are broadcasters. Well, I'm one, and I've been enjoying my cookie rewards, and I've been turning many and plenty of them into full coins. So why not? Please broadcast. And this is a video. Do you realize you get paid about 90,000 TBC and $90,000 in TBC each time you do a broadcast? Ah, man, please just try. There is a blog on how to set up for broadcast. If you don't know, just go through the blog, set up for broadcast. We held our TBC send button meeting today in English and other languages. It's been fun. It's been fun to see people getting prizes. Imbe Derek, our TBC voice from Cameroon, has been leading the send button meeting, and he did today, and it has been a lot of fun. Some might be wondering why we call this send button meetings. It's because admin will turn off the send button of both the buyer and the seller of any transaction if TBC is discounted. So that is where we talk some this, and if you are not having send button meeting, send button, you cannot attend this meeting, and then whatever we say is expected to keep very confidential, as you see here in this picture. So my colleagues, let's broadcast. We are going to our promised land. We are going to our promised land. We are leaving Egypt. We have left Egypt already. We're on our way. And of course, just as the story of the Jews from Egypt to Canaan land, a lot of people fell on the way. Many got discouraged. Many died as a punishment, not natural death. Some died unnatural death because they didn't believe the leader who was taking them. They didn't believe that there was any God behind their leaving of Egypt to a land that is flowing. Their eyes couldn't see any land flowing with any milk and honey. The crumbs that they were taking in Egypt seems to have satisfied them. And so there was grumbling everywhere, and some died by serpents, some rebellious one died by the wild beast. But the God who took them away from Egypt was guiding them. You see, we are being guided daily as we move ahead. The plenty broadcasters by the TBC voices, the testimony that we are hearing, the merchants that are coming in, those are guides proving to us that we are heading somewhere. If TBC is fake, this over 700 merchants would have not come in a short time. Before the end of this year, there will be thousands of merchants accepting various levels of TBC to sell their products and services. We are being guided. For the Jews, God led them by a pillar of cloud by the day. It was providing signs. Anytime the pillar of cloud or pillar of fire, because in the night, God led them by a pillar of fire. So their movement was day and night. Of course, there was time they rested. Anytime the pillar of cloud rested, the people would rest, take some rest, and stay in that location until there was another movement with the cloud. Anyone that does not follow the cloud will lose direction, and he was consumed by the beast of the field. Please, let's follow direction. Admin has been giving us direction. Testimonies are there. We have all it takes to know where we are going. We are going to a promised land that is flowing with milk, is flowing with abundance. I can tell you, when we get to the promised land, the full TBC economy, you will be eating bread without scarceness. There's nothing that you would want to eat that is available to be acquired with money that you will not be able to acquire. What? Is it food? Is it clothes to wear? You can buy factory. You can be wearing, you can be telling the factory to produce every month specialized clothes. I mean, the wealth is so much. But I am praying that the abundance will not just be a means of a fall by some people, of course. Some will buy cars, drive recklessly because they are rich. Unfortunately, they might be involved in accidents and die. Some will have, I'm not a prophet of doom, but the fiat money that we operate now, when people have it, some misbehave with it. They begin to see their current wives as ugly. They begin to see girls in skirts as more beautiful than their wives. And they camp the girls somewhere. They might not marry them, keep them in houses, rent houses, buy cars. And their families at home are suffering. That one may be the bane, the failure of many people. But I can tell you, a larger number of people will use the TBC economy to put smiles on the faces of the globe. I was explaining to somebody today. I said, you are giving $2.6 billion, and you are giving about 7 people to take care of Sahaba. He will take care of more than 7 people. And that is, we are 7.5 billion. And when we reach the economy, full TBC economy, we may still be 7.5 billion. And if 1 billion of us have the coins, TBC coin, that is money over $2 billion. The remaining 6.5 billion will be taken care of by us. That is the abundance. A land that is flowing with milk and honey, a land that is having barley, a land that is having brooks of water. That is the land that we are going, my colleagues. Let us not take TBC as a joke. The land that we are going is a good land. There might be other cryptocurrencies now in existence, but I believe that TBC is going to be the king of other currencies. God told the Jews, I'm bringing you into a good land, a land of brooks of water, of fountains and depths that spring out of valleys and hills, a land of wheat, a land of barley and vines and fig trees and pomegranates, a land of oil, olive, and honey, a land wherein thou shalt eat bread without scarceness. Thou shalt not lack anything in it. You will not lack anything. When we reach the full TBC economy and you are a TBCian and you have a coin, please, if you are a TBCian and you've not been able to get a full coin, try $100 from a purchase from a broadcaster will give you a full coin, full TBC coin, given by admin, generously given by admin. Oh man, I love the TBC admin because he knows that a lot of people cannot afford to buy TBC at its current value, low value. So he had decided to be giving this gift. Well, I was telling people that this gift might not last for long. So everyone that wants to come in should come in now. I'm a trusted seller of TBC residing in Jos, Nigeria, central Nigeria. My email is lukapam, LUKAPAM PLC, lukapam PLC @gmail.com. lukapam PLC @gmail.com. I am a trusted seller of TBC. I'm a broadcaster. Why not beef up your wallet? There are a few more vacancies to fill the billionaire bracket of TBC, getting 1,111,111 out of the entire 1 billion minimum to be billionaires. So contact me. My number is 2 plus 234. That's Nigerian code 234 803 700 6047. My email again, and let me repeat my phone number, plus 234 803 700 6047. My email lucapamplc@gmail.com. Lucapam is spelled L for Lusaka, U for understanding, K for Ketu, K for Kringle, and A for Apple, Luca. Then Pam is P for Peter, A for Apple, M for Mango, then plc@gmail.com. I'm a trusted seller. Send me an email and then you buy. I'm a broadcaster. I'm a trusted seller. I'm gradually being a leader in TBC. Just email me and then you get your TBC. Enter into the billionaire zone of TBC. Well, enjoy abundance, enjoy your journey to the TBC promised land, and let's endure all the giants on the way, endure all the Red Sea, endure the wilderness experience, but definitely soon and very soon we are arriving at the TBC economy, which will be a promised land. It's a good land. It's a land that will not lack anything in it. Keep faith with TBC. But you know what? Let's all contribute in building up the community rapidly. The earlier we get 1 billion, the better for every one of us. Get involved and build the community. Thank you very much. Until I see you again in our next broadcast, God bless you and enjoy your journey to abundance.